Number 17 says an aircraft carrier is 1,092 feet. How many miles is this? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going from feet to miles. How do we make this conversion? If you're using your handy dandy conversion table, that's going to help you out significantly. And we're starting out with 1,092 feet. And how do we get to miles? Well, I know offhand that there's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So what exactly does that mean? Well, the feet are going to cancel out. And then if we multiply across, 1092 times 1 obviously is 1092. Divided by the figure on the bottom, 5280. And that's going to give us what? I'll write it right there. That's going to be 0.207. Now, critically, what unit of measurement? Miles. So I'm going to write that right here. 0.27 miles. Beautiful. That is our answer. The second part, an aircraft carrier is 1,992 feet. How many millimeters is this? So we know that millimeters is really small, so there's going to be quite a few millimeters in this aircraft carrier. So we're going to start off like we did before with 1,092 feet. We're going to use our handy dandy conversion table, and I'm going to set it up so it looks a little bit like this. And I know that we're going from feet to millimeters, and so I know that there is 12 inches in 1 foot. And I also know that in 1 inch, there's 25.4 millimeters. So what we're doing is we're going from feet to inches to millimeters. Feet to inches to millimeters. Great. And so now what we can do is cancel out the feet. Beautiful. We can now cancel out the inches. And all we've got left is millimeters, which is exactly what we're looking for. And so what do we do now? Now what we're going to be doing is multiplying this times that. And if you take out your handy dandy calculator, you're going to see that the answer is 33,284.6 millimeters. Do not forget to write millimeters. All right, so this is our answer. 33,284.6 millimeters. Great. Question number 18 says, Alyssa is riding her bike across the country, and she's able to travel 220 miles a day. She is currently 500 miles away from home. So that's sort of the initial value. That's the starting point. Write an equation describing Alyssa's position. After how many days will she be 1,000 miles away from home? What does the x-intercept mean for the equation describing Alyssa's position? So for the distance traveled in miles, we're going to be using the variable d, and for time in days, we're going to be using t. So let's talk about this a little bit. We know that the distance is what? Well, she's going 220 miles a day, and time in days. So 220 times t, she's doing 220 per day, plus what? 500, because that's where she is currently. We want to figure out, it says, how many days will she be 1,000 miles away from home? We're going to try to figure out what t is. So now we know what d is. D is 1,000 equals 220 times t, that's how much she travels per day, plus 500. Great, and so now we're just going to do a little bit of algebra, and then we'll solve for t. So we're going to subtract 500 from each side, and that's going to give us 500 equals 220t, and then we're going to divide both sides by 220. Okay, that's a 220 right there. And so then when we do that, of course, 220 cancels out, and t is going to be equal to 2.27 days. So it's going to take her like 2.25 days about to travel 1,000 miles. Great. All horizontal lines have what? 0 slope. And what about vertical lines? They have, of course, no slope. Last question, number 21. Dylan, Eli, and Leo are pooling money to buy a new video game. Dylan has twice as much money as Eli. Eli has $4 more than Leo, and the total amount of money the three boys have together is $65. How much does each boy have? So that is ultimately what we need to figure out and determine. So what can we glean from this problem? It says that Dylan has twice as much as Eli. So I'm going to write that like Dylan has twice as much as Eli, so it's going to be 2e. And what about Eli? It says that Eli's got $4 more than Leo. So I'm going to write Eli has what Leo has plus 4. So I'm going to do 4 plus Leo. And then I like to do this just to sort of keep me organized. Leo has what Leo has. L has L. Beautiful. What else do we know? It says the total amount of money the three boys have together is 65. So D plus E plus L equals what? 65. All right, so let's format that appropriately. D plus E plus L equals 65. Great. So now how can we substitute different variables? Well, there are 3 variables here right now. What we want is to eliminate 2 of them so we've got just a single variable. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change D to what? Well, I know that D equals 2E. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite that like 2E plus E plus L equals 65. Well, what do I know? I know that 2E plus E is going to give us 3E plus L equals 65. And I know again that E, right? E equals 4 plus L. So we've got an E and an L. Let's eliminate this E by substituting it for 4 plus L. So to do that, what I'm going to do is 3, open parentheses, and I'm going to change E again to 4 plus L. And then to continue, plus L equals 65. And so now we're going to distribute, of course, so 3 times 4, and then 3 times L. And 3 times 4, of course, is 12. 3 plus L is, 3 times 4, 3 times L is 3L plus L equals 65. And then 12 plus 4L, right? When we combine 3L plus L, it's going to give us 4L equals 65. Now what we can do is a little bit of inverse operation. We're going to subtract 12 from both sides. And when we do, we have 4L equals 53. And so now we're going to determine how much money Leo has when we divide both sides by 4. So L, Leo's amount, is 53 divided by 4 is $13.25. All right, so we're not done. We've got to figure out how much Eli and how much Dylan have as well. So if Leo has, let's see, if Leo's got 13.25, then how much does Eli have? Well, it says right here that Eli has how much Leo has plus 4. So 13.25 plus 4 is going to be 17 and a quarter, $17.25. And what about Dylan? Dylan has twice as much as what Eli has. So if Eli's got 17.25, we're going to multiply that by 2, right? So 2 times 17 and a quarter is going to give us $34.50. So nice job, Dylan, chipping in the big bucks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our answer. Thank you so much for your patience and joining me in this little video tutorial. Good luck on your algebra final.